Welcome to Season 3 of the Take the Leap podcast. We want to thank you for being a part of this journey with us.
Whether you're just starting to tune in or you're a longtime listener of the podcast, you can expect to hear from entrepreneurs in all stages of their journey, how they got to where they are, and all the mistakes and victories they've had along the way.
We're excited to share new guests and have some returning folks from our first 2 seasons. Thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Welcome back, everyone, to the Take the Leap podcast. I'm really excited to be sitting here with Tori today, where we reflect on our episode that we had with Hami and Stephen. They are the first dual guest. Well, actually, no, not the first dual guest, because we've had Danielle and Samantha, but they are like literally sitting side by side. So Hami and Stephen were the first ones that we had individually interviewed, but they are the co-founders of One Foot Over, a Houston, Texas-based marketing agent or B2B marketing agency. And I know not long after we interviewed them, they actually started their B2B happy hour podcast. So congratulations to them. And we hope that you'll also take a listen to that. But I also thought it was really funny, just similarly to how Tori and I met through the American Marketing Association. Hami and Stephen also get to blame / thank the AMA before making that introduction. And I just thought it was really fascinating to talk to folks who are co-founders, co-leading an organization, and just how they separate the workload, how they approach things, how they kind of view having folks on the team and kind of like what their responsibilities are. And yeah, definitely interesting as well on all the different ways that they're using AI in their work.
Yeah, it was. I mean, first of all, it was a really fun episode because they're just really fun people to talk to, and they're so funny. You can tell that they are really good friends and that they get along really well just based on how they interact with each other and everything like that. So that in itself is just like fun to listen to for that reason. But yeah, I mean, it was really interesting to listen to. We've talked, like you said, we've talked to a couple people before, but like they are running like a business with employees, at a place, and they started this together and they had to go through all of the business practices together, how to split things up, like how to deal with issues. And it's always really fascinating to hear that because I feel like when it comes to entrepreneurship, there isn't a lot of like partnerships like that people talk about. So I thought that was really cool to listen to.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people end up starting as solopreneurs, and the fact that they went into it together was really, really cool. And I really liked like hearing their approach on like building a team and sustaining, that practice, and their approach to like client work and different things. I mean, I feel like every single time I interact with Stephen, I learned so much. Anytime, we get together through the AMA, I remember in July, I was sitting next to him at our strategic planning meeting, and I was like being nosy at what he was doing on his computer. And it was funny. He was writing their Saturday email newsletter. They do a weekend reading newsletter, and I was like, "Oh, you actually like work on it and put it together." And he's like, "Shh, I'm doing this really late, but yes, I work on it and put it together." And I thought it was really cute too, because they on their bottom of their emails, they like shout out a subscriber. And then I think it was either that one that he was putting together that day, or maybe like the next one, he shouted me out as a subscriber on the bottom. I was like, "Oh." And he was just like, "Well, yeah, you admitted to reading our emails." And I was like, "No, I do read your emails because you put interesting links and stuff, from the internet on there." And so, I mean, it's actually kind of funny. I've been having conversations with folks lately where they're like, "Oh, no, I don't want to send emails. People don't want another email." And I'm like, "No, people will consume it. I mean, it's a permission-based thing. So, if you create the content, people will come." And shout out to Sam Pollock, who was on our episode last or not episode, last month, was on our previous season of the podcast, because her email newsletters are fantastic and she
They're so
writes like
good.
multiple a week. So I'm just like,
Also, her subject lines,
yeah,
they're so fun. They slap.
they
They're
do.
so funny.
They do. I
I
know,
open them because of her
because of the
subject
subject
lines.
lines. Yeah. I know. I remember, I don't even know how long ago it was, but she was like, I'm going to take a break from sending emails. So I was like, no.
No.
And then, of course, I was just like, yeah, I didn't really notice when it disappeared. But,
Yeah.
like, so you can write emails that get read and are interesting as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You just have to figure out what it is that your audience
it's
wants to
interesting.
know about, and yeah, send them that information. Like, don't just send things when you have something to sell, because then people aren't going to read it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, people don't want to be hard sold to all the time.
Yeah. No.
It's like asking people. I always say that, like, when you try to sell something to me right away, and I like no knowledge of you, no knowledge of what you do, it's like me meeting you for the first time and being like, "Can we get married?" Because yeah, and it's just like, no, that's weird,
Yeah.
and you're a creep. Like,
Strange.
yeah,
Strange.
ways to be creepy
Don't do that.
right
Ways to
away.
be creepy.
Yeah.
One, if you're thinking, oh, nobody wants to hear about this, like, one thing that I've realized is that anytime I write about like what it's like to be a mom and an entrepreneur, or anytime I write something about like the struggle I had with something or whatever, anything time I write something like that where I'm like, I don't think people really freaking care about this, that those are the things that get read the most. Those are,
Mm-hmm.
and get responded to, and I get interactions on. So, and then versus like, oh, here's a great tip for marketing. Nobody like actually really cares about. I mean, they'll read that stuff too,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like people are more interested in that stuff, that everyday real life stuff that you probably think nobody cares about.
True. True. It builds out your know, like, and trust factor too. Like, that was another really interesting thing with this, new client that I signed this week, is that we chatted a lot about like our history and our background and what we did before, what we're doing right now, and like
Mhm.
those moments of like connection are really, really important. And I think the humanness and the human connection is something that I can't remember if that's what we said that the theme was going to be.
I
I
think
feel like
so,
that
yeah.
was like that human connection and authenticity, I think, is what we said we were going to do, as this kind of season's theme. Because, yeah, I'm noticing that we are finding that the most successful entrepreneurs that we're seeing out there are the ones who show their true self. They don't
Yeah.
try to like show this facade of like perfection, and they're being like honest about stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, people just, they want to interact with humans. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I went to this conference last year and it was surprising. They found out that Gen Z actually doesn't want to talk to people when it comes to like college admissions and stuff like that. They would much rather like talk to an AI than an actual human. And I was like, that is fascinating to
That is
me.
fascinating.
That is very, very fascinating. Because like I find that I frequently get frustrated because I'm like, oh my God, I can't find like, you call like customer service and you can't get a person.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I just need to explain to a person what my issue is. I can't go through this like
Yeah.
this phone tree of nonsense and not get
Yeah, I
stuff
hate that.
answered. Yeah. Or when you're like searching for something in like the quick online help and you're just like, no,
I'm like,
that, is,
no,
that has
just
nothing to do with
let
what
me
I
send a
asked
note.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was a really interesting thing, too, that they brought up, about using AI, was about not having it substitute for human judgment and client collaboration, but figuring out ways to have it do things more efficiently. So could it summarize notes from your meeting and put it into like a task manager, like ClickUp, or put it into Slack for a notification or something like that, but not really using it to create substantive
Right.
things for your business. And like I know that we use like AI a lot for transcribing our episodes and getting that information out the door, or like summarizing different things. So I think there's a lot of different ways. AI is becoming more normalized and more folks are using it out there to be more effective and efficient in what they're doing day to day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yet there's still that human element that's needed.
Oh, yeah.
That human oversight. And yeah, but there is a hard case for being able to use AI as a small business owner to actually help you, especially if you're a solopreneur,
Yeah,
to get things done.
absolutely.
And yeah. So yeah, it was a really interesting conversation to
Hmm.
kind of hear it from more of that agency side of view of how
Hmm.
they use it for things.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, Tori, shall we switch into our other favorite part of this segment, which is our wins and do betters? And I realized I want to add one more thing to this, but let's do wins and do betters first, and
Okay.
then we'll go from there. So, what is your win for this week?
Yes, I've been really intentional, not just this week, but for like a couple of months now, like for half of the year maybe, about like getting back into networking, but not in a way that's like I'm going to every single networking event and burning myself out from having like terrible conversations, like making sure I'm in the right room and doing a lot smaller groups. So I've been going to some smaller networking events where it's more focused on having like conversations with people and they like ask questions that you're like, and like prompts and like help you through like that process. So that's been really fun. And then I've also been just doing like one-on-one meetings with people.
Nice.
And even though that's more time consuming, I'm not like doing it with every single person I meet. It's like I'm being really intentional about meeting with people that I want to build a further relationship with in some way, shape, or form, or just like want to get to know better. And that's been like really helpful to my business this year of just like talking to people again, because I feel like
Mm,
for so long I stopped doing that because I just got too busy and
yeah,
life. There was also COVID in the middle of that, and even though that was like 5 years ago now,
yeah,
we're still
yeah. And an almost
um
3 year old, right?
yep,
Three?
and an
Yeah, an
almost
almost
3 year
3 year
old.
old.
Yeah. Yep, it
Oh
just
my gosh.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's my win, is that I had another great connection point this week with someone, feeling like a little more human this week. And
Mm,
that's my win, intentional networking.
that's awesome.
What about you? What did you do this week?
Well, you heard that Paya was here the other week,
Yeah.
and she knows some folks that I have been introduced virtually through, actually, I think through somebody who actually lives in Ohio. I think she lives in Ohio or somewhere in the Midwest. Separately introduced me to two folks who are married. So I met up, or I like have virtually met up with both of them, but got to hang out with them the other week. And honestly, like I was only supposed to be there for a few hours. I didn't leave until like 1 in the morning. And it was just nice to have like business conversations and like friendship conversations. And I know I've complained to you, it has been hard to find community here in Vegas, but I am feeling like I'm getting closer to it. So here's cheers to new friends and to business friends, because I feel like the date, no offense to my friends who don't own businesses, but it is a different beast when you're a business
Yeah.
owner as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I am celebrating that and having more opportunities for in-person networking here for the fall.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
And yes, I agree. When you're an entrepreneur, it's really important to have entrepreneur friends because they know what you're going through. It's just like if you're a parent, I feel like you should have parent
Yeah,
friends
friends. Yeah,
too, because
yeah.
they know what you're going through. And
Mhm.
there's a whole wide range of other experiences that you go through,
Yeah.
that it would be nice to have friends who are also going through something similar,
Yeah.
so that you have someone in your corner who understands.
Yeah. Who gets it when you're just like, I will be there after I finish this client email or when I finish this project or
Mhm.
get to a stopping point. Yeah, that's always really
Exactly.
helpful. So what is your do better for this week?
Yeah, my do better. Focus. I need to work on focusing. I'm still getting my new schedule down with my kiddo in preschool again. Not again. This the first time in preschool. And I'm still getting like our schedule down and trying to figure out like I have all this extra time that I didn't have before, but I feel like I'm not quite using it fully efficiently yet. Like it
Mhm.
still doesn't feel like I have enough hours in the day to get stuff done. And so just trying to be better about figuring that out.
Yeah. Is he, at least on the days that he goes in, like, sufficiently tired and stuff like that too, so that you're
Oh my
not
gosh. He he comes home. So first of all, he comes home a wreck. Like he is like dirty head to toe.
Oh god.
And this is great. Like I don't know what all they do all the time. Like we find out afterwards, like we'll see pictures. A
Mhm.
lot of it has to do with like jumping in mud puddles and like, playing with dirt, and that's
Doing the
great. I'm
kid
so happy
things.
for
Yeah.
him. So happy for him that he gets to do that. He comes home just like covered in like everything he ate that day, everything he played with that day. His hair is a mess. We think he has a slight allergy to cats, and there is a cat nearby. And
Ah,
we just started finding out that like we just started seeing like a little tiny rashes on his face. So we're like, okay,
poor
we got to deal with that.
buddy.
So when I tell you he comes home a mess, like this kid literally comes home a mess. And then he immediately goes to the couch and he has a snack and some juice, and he just kind of sits there for the rest of the night and veggies out. And then we we will like just be like finishing up dinner, and he'll just come up to us and be like, it's bedtime. Like,
Aw.
okay, are you tired, buddy?
That's so cute.
So he honestly often he never puts himself to sleep. Like the last few preschool days, he's
He's
come
gone.
home and like gone to bed like that.
Aw.
Haven't had to really try
The
very hard,
battle.
which
That's
is
good.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's also very emotional when he comes home too. Like the littlest things, like we didn't have goldfish, but we had pirate's booty. So we tried that, and he was crying and screaming about
Aw.
booty. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. I get it. We didn't have the one you wanted. I'm so sorry. That's very disappointing after a very tiring day.
Yeah. I wonder too, maybe he is not gonna be an extrovert. Maybe he's gonna be an introvert, and that's why he's just so drained.
Maybe. Maybe. I feel like because he is so extroverted,
Mhm.
like in terms of like he's not shy. He
Yeah,
goes out, like he
yeah.
says hi to everybody. But yeah, maybe just like
The
it's just so
peopling.
much
Yeah.
after the end of the day. He's like, I'm done,
Yeah.
because I feel that way too. Like I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I'm
Of
not
both.
shy.
Yeah.
I do get energy from people, and when I have really good conversations and I see my friends, I come home feeling really energized. But if it's an overload or I've been peopling a lot, I get exhausted
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. Maybe.
I'm just
Anyway,
picturing, it's Linus, right? Is the dirty kid on Charlie
that's
Brown.
how he
That
comes
is,
home.
I was gonna
That
say,
is how
in
he
my
comes
head,
home.
that is the vision that I
He
have.
is
He's the dust
he
ball.
is he is a dust ball. He is a dust ball. There, I mean, when I tell there's he'll have food just like on his like shirt, like anything he spilled from that day. Often he doesn't even come home in his ois clothes. Like he
He got given
I don't
extra.
I don't know what happens there. I mean that in the best way too.
Yeah,
Like his preschool's great, but they're a very active preschool, so they like go places during the day. They
nice.
they walk to the park. They like yeah, it's very, very active. They do a lot of things with their hands. And so he just gets dirty all day, and they can't like,
Yeah, they can't wash them.
clean. They
Yeah.
can't like wash them there. They can't like
Yeah.
clean up after, everyone. So, yeah,
He's
he
just
just
cute.
comes home dirty, and like we don't send him in clothes we don't want him to get. I mean,
Yeah.
what
You
clothes do we
understand.
not want a
Yeah.
toddler to get? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't send him with toys because we know that they might not come home. Like we just know that
Mhm.
he's gonna come home a mess, but he's gonna have had a really good day
Yay.
for the most part.
Yeah.
And he's probably gonna go to bed early. I don't know if it gets better over time, like he just gets used to it a little bit more.
Maybe.
But yeah, he's exhausted.
Right
Anyway,
now,
I've been
it's
talking
new.
your ear
That's
off.
okay. It's really
And
cute.
and our listeners' ears off about my kid being in preschool. So what is your win? Nope. What is your do better? Wait.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're on
Ashlyn?
do-betters. We're on
Where are
do-betters.
we?
Yeah. My do-better is to stop procrastinating. So
Okay.
like I have been working on a project, and like I shouldn't say that. I've been doing bits and pieces of it, but I could be doing more. And now I have to do stuff, like a lot of stuff over the weekend, which is fine because I procrastinated. So like I need to figure out, I still get things like done on time, but I like wait to the last minute. Like I could have done more last week/weekend, and I didn't. So yeah, I just need to be better with my schedule and not just hold it off till the last minute, because I know I can get it done, but it's going to be more, I don't know, more of a rush to get it done then. So yeah. But the thing that I wanted to add to our wins and do betters is like we've been asking our guests this season about if there is a book, movie, media piece.
Yes.
I think we should do one if there's something that you have been into lately. So yeah, what is yours?
Well, listen, and this is going to tell everyone when we recorded this. But the Taylor Swift album just came out today, the new one. So I've listened to it about 10 times now.
Awesome.
And that has been on repeat.
I love it.
And I have a feeling my toddler is going to learn to love it as well.
Nice.
What about you?
I am reading the second book with like in the Housemaid series. Ooh. And it is so interesting, and I just want to sit there and read the whole thing, but I've been like consuming it in chunks at a time. So because like I think the last time I chatted with you, I was just like, wow, I think book 7 of the Throne of Glass series kind of just like throws a wrench in things. It like slows to a halt. So I've been like, I'm a little bored with this. I want something that's like more exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because I think the movie comes out on my birthday this year, actually, for the first one, The Housemaid. Yeah. So
it looks good. I saw the commercial. It looks really good.
I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna read it. I was kind of thinking this month would be a good month to read it, because it's got like spooky vibes, right?
Yeah, it's a little
or like suspenseful vibes.
It's suspenseful. It's a thriller. Yeah,
it's a thriller.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Awesome. I'm really excited to read it.
Yeah, please do. And then there's 2 more.
I love that.
On Kindle Unlimited. The next 2 are on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, they are? Okay, perfect.
So
that's good to know
too. But yeah, so they were really good.
Okay, we should do this every week.
I was going to say, I like this one.
Yeah.
I was like, we should add this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to another solo episode with Tori and I, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Take the Leap podcast. Check out our show notes to connect with us and our guests. If you have questions about the episode or ideas for future topics, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at aloha@taketheleap-today.com. If you're interested in being a guest, fill out the guest interest form on our website.
If you're a new entrepreneur who is looking for a roadmap to move your business idea forward, check out the Take the Leap course on our website, taketheleap-today.com. Members who join the course also have an opportunity to join us in bi-weekly co-working and group coaching calls to build momentum and work on your business.
And if you'd like a flavor of what we offer, sign up for our free webinar with the 9 essential steps you need to launch your business with clarity and confidence. See you next time.